What's up, everyone? In today's video, we are going to try and answer one question. And that question is crypto a good investment? And the simple answer, which I believe is the only answer, is absolutely yes. I think crypto is an amazing opportunity for the average person, middle class, or even lower class or upper class person. It's an amazing opportunity which where we can position ourselves to really better our life. And here's what I believe, okay? I believe that this is a once in a lifetime opportunity. This window that we have right now, it's a small window. I believe the window is closing, but the opportunity is there nonetheless. Okay, and here's why: our financial system is changing. It's changing really fast right now, but it's been changing for a slow period over the last several years. For I would say since 2009, 2010, our financial system has been changing. But we're at a point right now where the speed of it is picking up, and where the big money is moving in. And that's why I believe that the opportunity, the window is closing, but the opportunity is there. And what that opportunity looks like is where people like you and I can take our earned income or any spare dollars that we have, this inflationary money that we make, and we can invest it into the crypto side of things, where these are deflationary assets that will go up in value. Now, if this is new to you, or you're like trying to figure out, like, is crypto, something that I should be looking at? I would encourage you to start doing your research. That's what I did. Okay. I got into the crypto space, like, not really knowing what I was doing. I would say in maybe 2019, 2020, I started buying, Bitcoin and Dogecoin, but I was just buying things, right? I didn't really know. And then I came back in 2024 and I really started diving in deep. And there was money made and money lost, right? Like but I learned a lot. I've been studying it every single day. And it's why I formed the opinion that this is the time, and this time is right now. So for somebody like you or me, or just an average person, we can, again, take our money that we're making in our careers, and we can invest it into this thing that's going to be appreciating over time. And, like, let me just explain how early we are. Okay. So less than 5% of the entire world is invested in crypto. Less than 5%. So we're super, super early. That being said, the crypto market, there's about $3 trillion in the market right now. For perspective, in the stock market, there's about $45 trillion today in the stock market. Once tokenization and all of the utility of the cryptos takes place, the belief is that there's going to be about $100 trillion in the market. So imagine, just off of those numbers, there's 3 trillion right now. There's going to be 100 trillion in the future. Imagine if you started collecting some of those assets now, you started accumulating some of them, and imagine the price appreciation that would take place. Okay. Now, when I say, is crypto a great investment, and I say the answer is yes, I'm not talking about risky meme coins and just random cryptos. Okay. Could somebody make some money there? Yeah, probably. Yeah. And are there guys that make money? Yes. There are people that have made money in those. I'm talking about finding projects that are going to be part of our new system that is currently being built, right? Our new financial system, our new AI system. All of these things have these crypto projects that are going to be part of that that essentially are the infrastructure of our future. And this isn't my original thought, but I'm going to share it with you because it made a lot of sense to me when I heard it. Imagine, like, back in the 1800s, when people were, I think it was 1800s, people were doing the gold rush, right? They were coming out west and they wanted to strike it rich with gold. And so everybody was coming out here on this idea that they can become wealthy overnight by striking gold. Were there guys that made a lot of money doing that? Absolutely. But you know who the ones that really made the money were the intelligent people that said, hey, who's going to supply all of these gold miners with their picks, with their shovels, with their clothing, with their housing? And it was those people that started investing in those companies that were supplying the gold miners. And that's how I look at the crypto market. We already know all of this stuff is coming in. So why wouldn't we invest in the companies that are going to be part of that? And that's what I'm doing. That's what I've been doing every day for the last year and a half or so. And there days where I make larger investments, sure. But guess what? There's days where I invest $15, but I try to buy a little bit of something. Okay. And so I share that again, not as telling you what to do, but more so what I'm doing. Okay. I take what I make, I pay my bills, and then I figure out which spare dollars that I can afford to move over into the crypto market. And do I think that the crypto market is the only place where you can find appreciation with your dollar? No, I mean there's other opportunities. We see gold is doing really well right now. Obviously, people have made a ton of money in real estate. You can always invest in businesses that are cash flowing. But my firm belief is that we can take our inflationary dollars that are losing value every single day, and it's going to start speeding up because they just pumped a ton of money into the economy, which is going to create more inflation. And we can take that money that is worth nothing and we can invest it into something that is going to rise in value. And if you do your research and you start paying attention to what the big money is doing, this is exactly what they're doing. They're printing money. They're going to start borrowing it for really, really cheap prices. And they're going to take it and they're accumulating these crypto assets because they're going to go up in value. And this is why it's a one-time opportunity, because this is the opportunity that you and I have where we can actually get ahead of the mainstream big institutions, because they have to wait for some of these legislative processes to play out before they can even make some of the moves that they need to make. We don't have to wait for that. We just have to start taking action now. And so if that is something that you feel like is what you want to do, again, I would encourage you to start doing your research. Now, here's what I did and what I'm challenging you not to do. So when I first got into the crypto market, I just started following all these different crypto people and anybody that was telling me like, oh, this price is going to this and this crypto is going to that price. And I was following on, I was buying into the hype. And then I started realizing that some of these guys are being paid to pump up certain cryptos, and some of these guys will encourage you to buy cryptos, and then they go and sell their bag, and basically they're what they would say rugging you, right? They're pulling the rug out from underneath you, and they're making a ton of money. As you as the person that's paying them, right? And so what I've done is I've started to weed through some of those guys, and I probably follow like 4 or 5 people in the crypto space and other investment people that I believe in and that I think are knowledgeable about what they're doing. And so again, just do your due diligence and research and as you go through this process, if this is something you're going to take on, I'm here to support you and encourage you and again share with you what I'm doing. I don't know it all. I'm still learning. Right? I've lost a lot of money by investing in the wrong projects over the last year. Right. But I learned from it and I go, okay, well, that's not going to make that mistake again. So this is a journey. It's something that you're not going to get rich overnight. It is going to take time. It is going to take patience. It is going to take a little bit of stomach to be able to handle some of the volatility that takes place. But the main message here is, yes, crypto is a great opportunity, and it requires that you start focusing some time, effort, and energy into understanding it so that you don't get left behind. The train is still at the station. It's loaded. The first class passengers have already got their seats. The premium seats have already been taken, but there's still some seats available on the train. It's whether or not you are going to get on the train or not. But it is leaving the station, so the time is limited. I appreciate you. Thank you for watching this video. Definitely like, subscribe, leave a comment, and we will see you soon.